Wondering how to taper off prednisone 10 milligrams? Searching for a prednisone taper chart for 10 milligrams as a start? I have exactly what you need today. In fact, I have two options for how you can taper off prednisone 10 milligrams. I have a free downloadable printable PDF that you can use as a taper chart or taper schedule. You just click the link below and then you can either print it off and follow along with me as I explain how to use it, or you can download it and print it off at the end of this video. But I recommend printing it off now so that you have exactly what you need so you can taper off prednisone 10 milligrams. And make sure you stay to the end so you can find out exactly those two methods, because everybody's different in their needs for tapering off of prednisone. So without further ado, here's how to taper off prednisone 10 milligrams using a taper chart. So prednisone 10 milligrams is right at that gray zone where you're not quite high, you're not quite low dose, and a lot of people kind of hit a wall and need help, have trouble tapering off. And so that's what we're going to deal with today. Before I go any further, I've got to clarify that I am not your doctor. This is not medical advice. These are just general principles about prednisone and tapering that you can follow, and that you and your doctor need to work together and be in close communication throughout your taper. These are just some options for how you could taper off prednisone. So if you go to page 5 of my taper chart, it's titled Prednisone Taper Chart, Long-Term 14 Weeks Prednisone Taper Chart. And you don't have to do the full 14 weeks because what I have currently starts at 20 milligrams. You're going to skip straight to the week 5. That's where my taper chart has 10 milligrams. And on here, you will notice that I have week number, and we're going to start on week 5 and we're going to go through to week 14. So 10 weeks. In 10 weeks, you will be done tapering off of prednisone. The next column, I outline exactly how many milligrams per day to take. And then you'll notice that I have a box for each day of the week. That means you're going to take the same milligrams every day for a week, and you're going to mark it on this piece of paper that you did it. You're going to print out this piece of paper and you're going to mark that you did it. Because trust me, even a pharmacist, I lose track. There's so many things to distract us. What milligram am I at again? It's just so much easier if you just keep track. Mark it every day that you're taking it, okay? And then you're going to go to straight to week 5, and you're going to go that it says 10 milligrams, and you're going to go Sunday through Saturday, the entire week, take that same dose. The following week, week 6, you're going to drop to 9 milligrams. That means you need to have access to 1 milligram tablets. Those are available in the United States. 1, 2.5, 5, 10, 20, and 40 and 50 are the options for dosing prednisone. And so you're going to need access to 1 milligram tablets so that on week 6, you can take, for example, either 9 1 milligram tablets or a 5 milligram tablet and 4 1 milligram tablets. And you're going to do that every day for that week. And then on week 7, which for you is really week 3, right? You're going to take 8 milligrams every day. So that's 1 5 milligram tablet and 3 1 milligram tablets. And you're going to take that same thing every day for a week. And you're going to continue doing this. The following week, you're at 7 milligrams. The next week, 6 milligrams. The following week, 5 milligrams. Then 4 milligrams per week. 3 milligrams per week. 2 milligrams per week. 1 milligram per week. And then 0. Congratulations, you're off prednisone. You no longer need to take it. That is an option that has been published in scientific literature, but it doesn't necessarily work for everyone. So if you kind of hit a wall somewhere in there, that you get to 10 milligrams or 7 milligrams or wherever it is, and you're hitting a wall and you're like, what do I do now? That's my next taper chart. It helps you break it down a little differently. So actually, I have 3 options for you. The next taper chart slows that taper down. So instead of doing 10 milligrams for a week, you're going to do 10 milligrams for a month. You're going to take 4 times as long to taper. You're going to go 10 milligrams for a month. And then, well, technically I'm doing 4 weeks just so it's easier for writing it down on a calendar. Then the next time you'll do 9 milligrams for a month. 8, 7, 6. So that you're dropping slower. That it's the same milligram drop, but you're giving your body even more time to recover. So instead of a 10-week taper, like the first option I gave you, this second option is a 10-month taper. Some people need that. Some people don't. I suggest starting with that faster taper over a week to see if you can handle it. If you can't, go to this next option. Finally, we have an alternate day strategy. And this is based on the FDA approved option that's in the package insert for prednisone, where they have alternate day strategy for them isn't necessarily what I'm referring to, but the idea is here that they go from drug to zero drug, drug to zero drug. For example, they do 10 milligrams, 0 milligrams, 10 milligrams, 0 milligrams. The idea is it would help the adrenals to recover. And I haven't personally seen a lot of success with this strategy of drug, no drug, drug, no drug. What I have seen a lot greater success with is what I'm about to show you, which is the alternate day strategy of one dose and then a tiny bit smaller dose and then old dose and then new dose. So let me just explain a little better. You're stuck at 10 milligrams and we want to get you down to 9 milligrams, but that entire drop is too much for you to do all at once. So we're going to call 10 milligrams the old dose and 9 milligrams the new dose. That's your goal dose that you want to get to. So every other day, you're going to do a different dose. So day 1, you take 10 milligrams, old dose. Day 2, you take 9 milligrams, new dose. Day 3, you take 10 milligrams, old dose. Day 4, 9 milligrams, new dose. Old, new, old, new. And you do that until you're feeling okay. And then you hold that new dose all by itself for a long time, as long as you need. A week, a month, whatever it is. So you went 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9. Now you just do 9. You just hold that 9 until you're fully stable. Then 9 milligrams becomes your old dose. So you do 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, and hold 8 as long as you need to. And once you feel ready, you go from 8 to 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7. And then you hold 7. And if that's still too much, you can do it every few days. So instead of every other day, it's 8, 8, 7, 8, 8, 7, and then 8, 7, 8. Right? Like you can spread it even further out. So those are some options. And I've got this super easy to use printable for what you can do. And you got to be listening to your body. When you download this Prednisone Taper Chart, it comes with a bunch of videos of how to use it and things to look out for, because there are definitely some roadblocks people hit. So make sure you download this Prednisone Taper Chart. You can print it off for yourself and get my best tips for how to deal with the roadblocks many people face while tapering prednisone. Signing off as Dr. Megan, your prednisone pharmacist.